Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. I know that we're under a difficult time together, but I'm hopeful that we can get through this somehow. And I posted a song a few days ago, and this lesson is based on the lyrics of this song. And it's a song that I feel kind of psychologically frees you, at least while listening to it, making us feel like we're driving through an empty highway. And I thought I might share this song with you guys to give you some refreshment in our uncertain state of mind. And so I really hope you liked it. And with that said, let's begin our lesson. So we're going to look at these parts of the lyrics. I paraphrase and shorten some parts so that you can understand better. So let's start from the first sentence. So 난 내가 20살 때 천재인 줄 알았어. So it starts with the subject. So 난 is the abbreviated form of 나는, so the subject. And there is another subject marker, the second subject marker. And this is because this whole sentence means I thought, I was, and then rest of the sentence. And for this I, the main subject I, the first subject marker is used, and the second subject, the subject marker for second subject is used for this I. So it goes like, I believed I was this. So 알았어 is a past verb, right? That comes from 알다. And 알다 means to know, right? We already learned this, but it also has a meaning of believe. And here it means the second thing, believe. So it means believed. Believed or thought. So I thought I was 20살 때 천재인 줄 알았어. So there's an adverb here, 20살 때. So we learn how to say your age, right? And do you remember what 20 added with 살 is? It's 20살, and it means 20 years old, right? 20 years old. So 20살 is 20 years old, and 때 is a noun that means time. So when 때 is added after your age, it means when I was that much years old, when I was 20. So I believed I was, when I was 20, 천재인 줄 알았어. So this is an expression that needs further explanation. So when you say noun, 인 줄 알았어, it often means I thought it was the noun. And it often implies not anymore. So you don't think like that anymore, but you used to think like that. So here it's 천재, noun, 인 줄 알았어, 인 줄 알았어, right? So it means, so 천재 means genius. So it means I thought I was a genius. So for example, you can say 난 네가 내 친구인 줄 알았어. 내 친구 means my friend. So 친구 is another vocabulary that you want to add to your vocabulary list. So it means I thought you are my friend. But it implies that I don't think that anymore. And one more thing to note is that it doesn't always imply not anymore. It sometimes literally means I knew it was N. So for example, if you say 난 네가 선생님인 줄 알았어. If you say this, it can have two meanings. First is that I thought you were a teacher. So 선생님 means a teacher. So it kind of has a meaning of misunderstanding. I thought you were a teacher, but not anymore. And it can also means literally to know. So if you say 난 네가 선생님인 줄 알았어, it means I thought you were a teacher but not anymore. And if you change the tone a little bit and say 난 네가 선생님인 줄 알았어, that means I knew you were a teacher. So you are a teacher is a fact, and I already knew that fact. So this one sentence can mean two things, but usually it implies not anymore. And that's the first line. And moving on to the second lyric. 어릴 때 모든 것이 다 간단하다고 믿었어. So here the subject is removed because it's still I, 난. 어릴 때 모든 것이 다 간단하다고 믿었어. So 믿었어 is a past verb of 믿다, right? And 믿다 means to believe. It's the most common verb that means to believe. So I believed 어릴 때. So this time again there's 때. And 어릴 comes from this verb or an adjective that means 어리다. So 어리다 means to be young in your age, or it can also mean to be immature in your mental age. So it means I believed when I was young, when I was 20, when I was young, 모든 것이 다 간단하다고 믿었어. So here 모든 것이 다 간단하다. This is a sentence, right? This is a sentence that ends with 다, and you put 고 and then verb. So when you say expression like this, it means believe or think that sentence. So here in the lyric it says 모든 것이 다 간단하다. So let me write the whole sentence first. 모든 것이 다 간단하다. So this is a sentence and it means 모든 것 means everything. And E is a subject marker. 다, all. 간단하다 is an adjective, a descriptive verb that means simple. So it means, 모든 것이 다 간단하다 means everything is all simple. And just so you don't get confused when you encounter a word like this, 모든 게. So 모든 게 is the abbreviated form of 모든 것이. So both are acceptable. 모든 게 다 간단하다 or 모든 것이 다 간단하다. So everything is all simple. And then you put 고, 모든 것이 다 간단하다고 믿었어. So it's a past verb, right? Believed. So it means, let's put the subject, just in case you get confused. 나는 모든 것이 다 간단하다고 믿었어. I believed that everything is simple. 나는 모든 것이 다 간단하다고 믿었어. You can also make other sentences using this expression. Subject and verb, and this is the sentence. So 한국어 means Korean, and 재미있다 means fun or interesting. So this whole chunk is a sentence that means Korean is fun or Korean is interesting. So it means I think that Korean is fun. 제프는 네가 예쁘다고 생각해. Now you can easily know what this means. So Jeff thinks you are pretty. And moving on to the next sentence. 이제 나는 딸기향 해열제 같은 해결책이 필요해. So this is a noun that's kind of difficult for you. So 해열제 is kind of like a medicine that reduces your fever. But let's just make it into one noun and just say 딸기, which means a strawberry. 이제 나는 딸기 같은 해결책이 필요해. 이제 means now. So this is the verb here. 필요하다. 필요해 comes from this base verb 필요하다, which means to need. And here it says 해결책이 필요해. You can see that the second subject marker is used here. And 해결책 means solution. It comes from the verb 해결하다, which means to solve. And 해결책, when you say 해결책, it means solution. So it means I need a solution. And this is also one of those fixed expressions that use the second subject marker for that specific verb, like 있다, 없다, and 되다. So that's why the second subject marker is used here. 해결책이 필요해. So it means now I need a solution. And here, 딸기 같은 is kind of similar to 딸기처럼. So it means like noun. So say when you replace 처럼 with 같은, it becomes the same meaning, like a strawberry. But one difference between 처럼 and 같은 is that this one is an adverb. So this one modifies a verb, an adjective, or maybe a whole sentence. And 같은 is an adjective that only modifies the noun. So for example, if you say 꽃이 너처럼 아름답다, it means the flower is beautiful just like you. This one is an adverb, so it modifies beautiful. It's beautiful like you. And this one, 너 같은 꽃을 봤어. It means I saw a flower that looks like you. So 너 같은 is an adjective that modifies the noun, 꽃. So that's the difference between 처럼 and 같은. So that's why 같은 is used. So now I need a solution like a strawberry. And for the next part, I didn't bring the whole sentence because it might be too hard for you, but there are some words that you might want to add to your vocabulary list, and that's 일상, which means your daily life or daily routine, and 불, which means fire. And water, just in case you don't know, is 물. So 불 and 물, they mean the opposite things. And 도망갈까? And so here there comes a question form. So 도망갈까 means shall I run away? And it comes from the verb 도망가다, which means to run away or to escape. So there are many forms a question sentence can take, and this one is one of them. So for the verb 도망가다, the stem is 도망가, right? And this one doesn't end with the final consonant, so you put 리을 받침, and then it becomes 도망갈까. And it's a question that is kind of suggesting 도망갈까, shall I run away? And if you want to say shall I study, then it follows the same rule. So 공부하 is the stem, and you put 리을 받침, and then 까. I forgot to put 까. 공부할까? Shall I study? To receive, right? And since the stem ends with 받침, you put 을 this time. So 받을까 means shall I receive it or shall I take it? 받을까? And for the next part, there's also a question form, 을까, you see? But this time, there's an interrogative word that means where here. So this question form can be used to make a suggestion, but when there is an interrogative word like where, how, when, what, which, these things are added in the question sentence, then it's actually a question asking where, how, or what, or whatever that interrogative word is in that sentence. So here it's a question that's wondering where did it fly away to. And here 어디 is a noun that means where. So the particle is added after 어디, and 로 is a particle that means to. So 어디로 means to where. And let's go back to the subject of the sentence. 내 모습. 내 is my, right? And 모습, it's kind of difficult to translate 모습 into English because 모습 can mean a lot of things. It can mean your appearance, like the way you look, or it can also mean your personality, the way you act. And it can also, kind of your attitude, the way you live. So 모습 kind of means the way you are in general. So I'll just go with 모습 with this. My 모습, subject marker, to where, fly away. No, flew away because it's a past verb, right? So 날아갔을까 comes from 날아가다. So 날다 means to fly. But 날아가다 means to fly away, and 날아갔 is the stem of the conjugated past form of 날아가다, and 을까 is added to make a question. Okay guys, so here I was trying to explain how to make a question in Korean, but in the middle of it I kind of got lost and I figured it's not enough and it needs a separate video. So I'll do a separate lesson on how to make a question alone. If you already know how to make a question, that's wonderful, but I also do my version of it, so you can stay tuned for that, and let's continue our lesson. The next sentence, 휴대폰을 열면 이상한 광고 메시지가 있어. 휴대폰을 열면 이상한 광고 메시지가 있어. So let's split this sentence into two. So when you conjugate a verb with 면, this has a meaning of if you do verb. So 열면 here is the combination of 열다, which means to open, and 면. So 열면 means if you open. And the object of being opened is 휴대폰, the cell phone. So it means if I open the cell phone, 이상한 광고 메시지가 있어. So 가 있어 is a verb that we've seen a lot, right? It means there is. If I open my cell phone, there is 이상한 광고 메시지. So 이상한 is an adjective that comes from 이상하다, which means to be weird or strange. And the 이상하다 adjective is conjugated to a modifying adjective and became 이상한, right? 광고 메시지. So 광고 is another vocabulary that you want to add to your vocabulary list, and it means an advertisement. Ad. 메시지 is a Konglish that means message. So weird ad message. So it's like weird spam message. When I open my cell phone, there is a weird ad message, the spam message. And in the next part of the lyric, there appears this line, 너무 뻔한 일들. So I think if you are a fan of K-pop, you likely encounter this word a lot. So in BTS's Magic Shop, there's this line, 힘내라는 뻔한 말은 하지 않을 거야. So this means I won't say obvious things like cheer up. So 뻔한 kind of means like something is kind of obvious and predictable. So it doesn't mean something good. It has negative connotation in it. So 말 means like speech or like saying or something that you say or talk. 뻔한 말 means obvious speech, obvious saying. So this translates to cliche. 뻔한 말. And also in 뚜두뚜두 from Blackpink, there's this line, 넌 불 보듯이 뻔해. So we just learned what this word means. Fire. You, like looking at a fire, are too obvious. You're too predictable. So 뻔한 means that, and here it means predictable. And 일 means it's kind of similar to 것, which means a thing, but 일 is more like an incident happening. If you speak Chinese, it kind of means 事. So obvious incidents. And 너무 is an adverb here that means too much, and in a negative way, and negatively too much. So it means too obvious incident. And if you put 들 after a noun, it becomes a plural form. So we all know that 사람 means person, and 아이 means a child. So when you say 사람들, it becomes people, person, people, child, children. So 들 does that. And the next sentence, so this is a rather advanced expression. So let's replace it to 용감한. So 용감한 comes from 용감하다, which means to be brave. It's an adjective, a descriptive verb that means to be brave. And as you can see, 용감한 is the modifying form of 용감하다. So brave, my 모습. We learned what 모습 is, right? The way someone is. Brave, 용감한. Brave, my 모습, subject marker. To where, we learned this already, right? 사라졌을까, disappeared. So this is also the combination of 사라졌다, which is the past form of 사라지다, which means to disappear. So 사라졌다 is the past form of disappear, and you conjugate it with 을까 and make it into a question. So it becomes 사라졌을까. And since the past form has 받침 in it, there's 을 added, not 리을 받침, but the whole word 을, right? So brave my 모습 to where disappeared. Where did my brave 모습 disappear to? Finally, our last sentence. 용감한 내 모습을 찾고 싶어. So 용감한 내 모습, we already know what this means, and this is an object, and this is a very commonly used expression that you have to know. So stem plus stem of the verb plus 고 싶어 means I want to do the verb. 찾다 means to find, and when you want to say I want to find something, you can say stem and then 고 싶어. I want to find. So this means I want to find my brave 모습. So if you want to say I want to study Korean, you can say 한국어 means Korean, right? 를 공부하, right? 고 싶어. 한국어를 공부하고 싶어. I want to study Korean. If you want to say I want to eat breakfast, you can say 아침 means breakfast, right? 아침을 먹, the stem, and then 고 싶어. 아침을 먹고 싶어. I want to eat breakfast. Or if you want to say I want to learn English, you can say 영어를 so 배우다 means to learn, and 배우 is the stem of 배우다. 배우고 싶어. 영어를 배우고 싶어. I want to learn English. Okay, so that was it for this lesson. I know this is not an easy one, but if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment down below, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. And thank you so much for learning Korean with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!